When people find out we have lots of kids, they usually have lots of questions. One of which we hear a lot is, how do you feed everybody? Back in the day, it was my sole responsibility to cook the meal. And the things that I liked to eat, they did not. So much would go uneaten. And I'm not talking about weird stuff. I wasn't eating like peanut butter and Miracle Whip sandwiches or anything like weird squid or what. I don't even know. I wasn't eating grasshoppers. Okay. I was making things like casseroles, like things that were easy, putting a whole bunch of stuff together, chicken pot pie, stew. But apparently little kids or medium kids don't like that, or my kids didn't like it. There was a time in my life where I needed to take a break from some of those things. I was dealing with some really, really heavy stuff. And in the interim, people filled in and helped. And then I realized, oh man, I wasn't doing anybody any favors by doing everything myself. If I teach them how to do these things, then they can then do these things. I have kids that can cook like you wouldn't believe. They all make homemade bread. When I was younger, my mom would go into the kitchen and say, get out of here. Everyone get out of the kitchen. I got to make dinner. So when I got married, I barely knew how to make actual meals. I remember getting a beginner cookbook, learning lasagna and stew and, just basics, things that I just had no clue. And they were actually pretty easy. It was fun to learn and get good at. And then, the more picky appetites we had. And it's not like I indulged them. It's not like, oh, well, you, Precious, can have strawberry yogurt for dinner and I'll make you, Precious, peanut butter and it wasn't like that. It was like, here's dinner. And they're like, well, meatballs, onion, flavor. Imagine how frustrating. So now they all get to contribute and then they get to say, actually, sometimes their contribution is, I'll pay for pizza. Which I'm also fine with. I don't actually eat the pizza. I think it's disgusting. I don't eat the chicken wings either. I don't. Why bones and veins and all that? Sometimes there's feathers still on. It doesn't matter now. I'm such a small factor in what we have for dinner at this point because I don't eat at all. I'm happy to pass that torch to those who do.